to start with motivation, because without motivation, we don't get out of bed in the morning. So who's motivated to be here? Because it's part of the program, and they've got to be here because the school has said you've got to be here. No one. Excellent. So who's here to learn a new skill? Show of hands. Come on, we've got to participate. Everyone's here to learn a new skill. Excellent. When I talk to groups, and I do a lot of academy work with different cricket academies and sporting academies, tennis, hockey, all these different sports, when I ask that question, I see 3/4 of the room put their hand up because the coach has said we have to be here. The program dictates we have to be here. That's fine. I've got them. They're here. So they're motivated to be here, but they've used the wrong form of motivation. They've used a form of motivation that's not quite as powerful. Because when you're forcing yourself to do something, there's some resistance there. If we're positively motivated, it's taking us towards what we want to have happen. Now, what's a negative motivation strategy we use when we're going to cricket training? Who says, I have to go to training this afternoon because if I don't, I'm going to get dropped to a lower grade? Yeah. What's your name, young fella? Tom. So I'm happy to put it up when you're saying that to yourself and you finally get to train. How keen are you to train?
Reasonably keen.
Reasonably keen. Okay. When you're reasonably keen, does that get the best out of you? No, probably not. And we use this all the time. You know, you get an assessment for school, you've got a science report you've got to write. And it's due on Friday, and you're giving it on the Monday. Monday night you get home, back to your room. Oh, look, I'm not going to do that tonight. I couldn't be bothered. Tuesday night, something else is a priority to do. So you leave it. Comes Thursday night, about 9 o'clock, you think, geez, I've got to get that assignment done. And you do it for the simple fact that if I don't do it, I'll get an afternoon detention or I'll get some punishment. And that's negative motivation. That's a negative motivation strategy. We're not energising ourselves to do it. Tom, how much better would it be for you if you said, I'm going to training today because I want to really work on a cover drive?
A lot better.
A lot better, yeah. You're my ideal type of person. I'm picking on you, asking you questions to give you all the right answers. When we talk about things we don't want to happen, don't want to go to training because I'm going to get dropped, don't want to go to training because I've got another priority, you're going to get to training, you're not going to get the most out of it. If you've got a positive motivation strategy and you're talking about what you do want to have happen, you're more inclined to get the best out of the session. Who plays golf? Beautiful, beautiful. What do you play up, mate? You got a handicap?
Not official.
Not official?
Around 30.
Round 30, okay. We've got a low handicapper here. That's right. What do you play up? 11. 11, okay. Young man plays up 30.
Yeah.
You're on a par 3.
Yep.
Putting the ball down. As you put the ball down on the tee, you look up. There's a beautiful dam of water. Green's over there. What do you say to yourself?
Nothing.
Just
Just get it over.
hit it over. Excellent. What do you say? Where are you going to put it? Yeah, okay. No, those answers are excellent. You don't give me an opportunity to show you what I mean. What would the average golfer say?
Don't hit it in the water.
Don't hit it in the water. Exactly. Don't go in the water. And where does his ball go? In the water. And we question ourselves and we say, why did that happen? Because we've given ourselves a negative statement, a negative strategy. Don't hit it in the water. So all I think about is water, water, water. As we tense up, as we play the shot, we tense up, and we don't hit the shot correctly. What you two guys have said, you don't think of anything. Fantastic. You plan where you're going to hit the ball. And where do you want to hit it? Exactly. Don't let yourself short. You want to do it. I work with a lot of cricketers. And they're getting caught at first slip, and we're getting caught at first slip. And that's what they go out Saturday morning to play, hoping they get caught at first slip. Where do they get caught? First slip. Because they're talking about what they don't want to happen. If that is a negative strategy, what's a positive strategy we can say when we're going out to bat? Going to hit a 6? No. And we'll talk about that with goal setting. What's a positive strategy we can say? No. What have you got to do before you even hit the ball? Watch the ball. Yeah, easy. Tell yourself what you want to have happen. So they're the two strategies I want you to remember. I want you to remember we use a negative strategy. A negative strategy takes us towards what we don't want to happen, or a positive strategy that takes us to what we do want to have happen. But we need to make a true decision about our motivation. Do we want to go and play at the highest level? Do we want to be competitive? Do we want to do the best every time we go out and play a game of cricket? Who would like to go and play good? Who will go out and play good? That's what I want. I want guys that will talk about what they want to do, not what they like to do. I worked with the Canterbury Bulldogs, and they had a good rugby league side. They had a guy who was involved with the club who used to smoke 50 or 60 cigarettes a day. His skin was all wrinkly and it was terrible, terrible. He found out I did hypnotherapy. And he said, oh, can you hypnotise me to get up smoking? I said to him, Smokey? That was his nickname. I said, do you want to give up smoking? He said, I wouldn't mind giving up smoking. As soon as he said I wouldn't mind giving up smoking, I said, well, mate, you go away, and when you really do want to commit and give up smoking, then come back and see me. And this is the problem people make with motivation. They have preferences instead of making true decisions. I would like to play this better today. I would like to do this. It's not good enough. You need to make a true decision. I will go to training and I will focus on the skill I want to learn. Don't make preferences, make true decisions. Because when it's 45 degrees, any of you blokes play cricket last year when that really hot Saturday was on? Yeah. Oh, how hot was that? You need to make a true decision about committing to cricket. Because on a day like that, and you're bowling, and the batsman's getting on top of you, unless you make a true decision about your performance and what you want to get out of the day's play, you'll just give up. And when you give up, how good can you be? You don't know how good you're going to be. So listen to what you're saying to yourself. If you start to hear yourself saying, I should, I have to, pull yourself up and ask yourself, why do I want to do it? Because they are negative strategies. We've got to talk in positive, what we do want to do. And that's all it is about motivation. What do I want to do? How am I going to go about getting it?